Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how I take a painting from the block-in stage, which you can see in the trees over on the right side. As soon as I move my hand, you'll see that I've got greens, yellows, some reddish tones blocked in on the trees, and how I build that out into the actual needles and leaves and branches and stems, not stems, but trunks, you know what I mean, and really fill out the painting from the block-in stage to the detail stage. So if you are interested in that, stay tuned. I am working on an 8x10 canvas panel, but you could really use any surface that you like, and I'm using a very teensy tiny little detail brush here. I did the block-in stage with probably a size 8 filbert brush and just wanted to lay in the general colors where there will be darker tones like those dark greens, and then some of the lighter yellows I laid in next to those. And I like having a bit of reddish paint in a painting where I have a lot of green. With the red and green being complements of each other, the red really helps the green pop a bit. So here you can see I'm starting to go over the section that was blocked in, and I always want to be working from large shapes to smaller shapes. And I'm keeping the tones kind of similar. So if you see a green block-in section, I will go over that with green, but then also with other colors, because if I come back in with some yellow, for example, and go over that darker green, you get really nice peaks of the green showing through the yellow. And it helps mimic what you see when you're actually looking at trees. You're seeing multiple colors all at once, and you get this really beautiful layering effect in real life, and that is also what I want with my painting. The other thing I'm thinking about are the direction of the strokes. So when I'm working on the leaves and the pine needles, I want them to be more horizontal strokes and I want them to be kind of irregular. And then as I get into the tree trunks, you'll see I'm starting to use vertical strokes for that. Your eye will pick that up. I'm laying in some darker tones and then some lighter tones to act as light is hitting the trunks. The trunks are pretty thin in this video, but even little bits of light hitting the trunk, your eye will pick up on that, and it helps create this realistic feel to the painting overall. Here I'm focused down on the grasses and the rock, and then any leaves and needles that would have fallen down onto the ground. I'm still using a lot of vertical strokes at this point, and then I'm going to start adding some deeper values back in along the very bottom where the ground meets the rock. The rock is blocked in, so there's not any detail there yet, but you would see much darker values along the ground where there are shadows, there's dirt along the ground. And the benefit of adding in those darker values is it helps add visual interest in addition to having the lighter values and the midtones throughout the rest of the painting. At this point, this one branch looked very crazy on this pine tree, so this pine tree needed more branches, and I'm adding that in here. And after this, I will get into painting the rest of the rocks, but I hope that you enjoyed seeing the foliage and the needles and the leaves coming together on these trees. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe.